them for a week.
Nah, Yeah, that thing is frozen. Looks like you guys are on your own.
Fantastic.
But hey, if you lose one of your commanders, you can do a take.
That's true.
Attack! Hey, you know, these mech spots are so close together that you could go up and EMP all three of them repeatedly so they didn't produce.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, we'll be seeing Gode do that.
Oh, I'm sure he will be. No doubt.
I can't remember who I was playing against. It wasn't last week. When was it? Anyway, basically, I was playing against, I think it was Anarchid, but anyway, basically he sent his constructor a little too far over to my base, and so I kept EMPing it so I could capture it. He didn't look very amused.
I'm sure he wasn't.
He kept trying to micro it out of the way. That was kind of awesome. I was proud of myself for that one.
I'm sure you were.
Mm-hmm. New hover factory's awesome!
Yeah, it screwed me up. I thought it was something else.
You should see it in water, because then you can see all the pipes and the little lily pad underneath it and stuff. But the thing that kills me, I had it in upspring and rigged and everything, so, you know, basically to the point to where I wasn't going to redo anything. But the platform in the middle isn't. The lily pads and the red part aren't centered. And my OCD started going nuts. You guys make me wonder if I need to make air cost more. Not the planes, I mean the factory. Because the air factory used to be double.
You do realize that Icons is on the opposing team and is, I don't know, maybe also in the Mumble?
They've already seen it, though.
Oh.
Yeah, he already was shooting up some tanks.
Hey, the person in orange is actually playing now.
Hey, he made it!
Oh, wow.
And his ping is 21 seconds. Okay, it went down to 3. It's getting better. Oh, because he's rejoining. Duh. Oh, wow. And the volumes are actually really loud. I forgot. I forgot to turn them down. There we go. Yeah, well. Too bad you guys are in the game. I should cast it. You know what? We need to have
should just cast it at the replay.
Well, I was sitting here thinking, I was like, you know what? We ought to make sure that all the teams are in the same channel and mumble with me, and I'll cast the game, and so you guys can, like, counter each other proactively.
World's longest game of Evo.
Icons is building a nuke!
We see units from Icons coming in the top right corner. We're gonna hopefully see some defense from, you know.
Yeah. And there it goes. Looks like 4 or 5 turrets going up. Yep. Did I just say turrets? Turrets?
Yes.
Yeah, well. Turrets. Or I could pull a, what game was it? Turrets? Was that LOL? Where first...
Who knows?
Let's see. Make a factory. Factory! And build lots of generators next to it. Hey, someone else likes my new factory. Man, now all I have to do is the all-terrain factory. God, that's gonna feel so good when I have that done.
Huh.
You know, I nerfed the Spitter's AoE and no one complained.
Not too surprised.
Well, I call that job well done. It still does its job quite well. Without owning snakes and kites and everything. You know, the interesting thing is, the units in Evo actually move really fast. But in a situation like Common Player was in just there, it feels like they move so slow. You're like, get there, get there, get there!
Well, the game almost kind of slows down for you when a lot's going on.
Yeah. True, your perception just kind of goes bleep. Oh. Wow, spitters are good versus crushers. Which is kind of the point. And oh god. Oh, dude, your bomber's gonna get killed. Oh, well. Oh, he's not in Mumble anyway. You know, by the way, Smoth is working on a new tooltip thingy, where basically when you mouse over units, instead of getting their picture in, you know, the cute little crap that you get now, you're actually going to get a lot of information that's automatically generated. It's pretty cool. Like, you'll be able to see easily how much supply it takes, how much damage it does, what it's good versus, you know, that type of stuff. It's pretty neat. Not done yet, but yeah, he's working on it. Should be helpful to newbies, and also should be helpful to any of us trying to explain to newbies, you know. Such and such is good versus...
I'm doing it. I'm doing the new meta.
I can't even remember what that is. Oh, yes. Yeah, because these things only regenerate. Huh. Maybe the Kmars do regenerate still at a high rate. No. It recharges at 25. Yeah, so my math is right. That's something. Yeah, recharges 25 hit points per second. Also,
oh no, I see
bagel.
shields on my map coming.
Huh. Oh wow. Wait a second. How did Attican almost lose that fight? But that's the other thing I realized. Dude, if you stun a shield bot or facility, it stops working. And so then, oh.
Not surprised.
Yeah. And so that kind of makes it easy to defeat them, because then you just basically send in a bunch of riot tanks and then rush in. I was like, well, that makes things more simple. spitters. Spitters are actually pretty bad versus droplets, though. Well, unless they get that close, in which case. I love those fighters. They look so awesome. You know... Oh, by the way, Polar, you should mention to PP and the rest of the Noda guys that Evo's CC by SA now. Like all the art assets, so they're more than welcome to all of the models and everything in there. They were talking about doing kind of like a robot faction for chickens or something like that, or I can't remember what exactly, but yeah, do it. There's plenty of assets there.
Alright.
Plenty of stuff up for grabs. You know,
right now we're working on Noda 2.
Noda 2?
Yeah, a complete new version of the game with like a standalone web browser-based game almost as well.
Oh, that's cool.
For Steam and everything, so it's kind of like a Planet Wars, but better, and much more integrated with things.
What are you gonna do as far as models and stuff go? Are you talking about doing them all over again too?
Yeah, completely new models. We already remodeled the 2 basic infantry units.
I mentioned to him a while back that I thought that they ought to give using Legos a try. It really is so easy to make units with it, and you can change the texture real easy too. I've got a PSD that I could offer up. I was going to try to kind of make a kind of a newbie Lego unit maker kit thingy, and included with that was going to be my PSD of the texture, which should make it really easy to manipulate, because you don't have to have all these designs and junk on the units. I mean, and especially like once you create a few models, it gets really clear where the most used parts of the UV are. And keep in mind, I'm terrible in modeling programs, so when I sit here talking about, or when I sit here talking like I know what I'm talking about, that should tell you something. But yeah, it's pretty easy. Plus, then you get to, I mean, look at this. Like, 75% of the models you're looking at right now, I made. How cool is that?
Yeah, and they're really nice too.
Yeah, I was like, I didn't even need Kaiser to make these. I didn't realize I was quite that creative. But honestly, a lot of the times, basically, I just I like draw an overhead top-down shape on paper, and then try to make that. Now, I didn't get decent at making like the units, like the mobile units, until I looked at how Kaiser was making them. And once I understood, basically because it was hard to figure out how to draw the base and the shapes of them and make them look right. And then I saw what he was doing. I was like, oh, okay. I'm making this way too hard. But yeah, Legos are cool. But also, see, here's another thing. Because it's all Legos, that means you can take any part of these models and steal it to help make other models. Which, in a lot of cases, is what I've done. So, that's one thing I find really cool about this whole Evo CC by SA thing, is because there's all these Lego models to choose from that you can just, you know, steal parts off of and stuff like that and make your own units, you know, without practically having to put anything together. That's pretty cool. So,
yeah. How well do they work with sort of humanoid objects? Because that's actually the way most of the units are, or at least for one of the factories in Noda.
Define humanoid. As
Well,
in, like,
sort of
biological?
legs, arms, and a head. Yeah.
Hmm.
That are all independently moving, instead of just a turret on top of a tank.
Oh, well, bunch of, like, for example, if you were going to do K-bots, it'd work fine for them. But if you're going to try to do, like people and stuff like that, not so much. That wouldn't work out too well. Oh, man, that's another model I have to redo. That Protector model is a travesty. That thing's probably the oldest model in this game. I've been meaning to redo it, but whatever. Just haven't got to it. Let's see. Where's Anarchid?
No idea.
Oh, I had the most epic game between... It was a 2 versus 2. I was paired up with a guy I didn't know. He actually did really good. It was between me, Quay, and Thalas. Some other guy on his team that apparently knew what he was doing. And basically we were on Altered Divide. Man, it was so good. I need to upload that replay. I hate doing casts of games where I was playing, though.
That seems to be, like, most of them that you've casted, though, on the Evo YouTube channel, though.
Not so much anymore, but yeah, I mean, there's still a large chunk that, yeah. I don't like doing it, though. It seems so non-genuine, I guess.
Self-centered?
Yeah. Self-serving, self-centered, and holy crap, that is a lot of stuff.
Yeah, of course.
So, I had someone explain to me the other day why basic generators are far better than advanced generators.
Really?
Yeah, I found the logic interesting. And basically, what it came down to was the fact that for the amount of power given, basic generators, you get more in supply, which is true. But still, I mean, you're paying an extra 20 metal for the last two, or I'm sorry, an extra 40 metal for the last two generators. Is that right? Yeah, anyway, basically, yeah, well, whatever. I found it interesting, because I would not have thought of it like that. But hey, whatever. But that's another thing. If you build a field of advanced generators, there's a better chance that the coverage... Oh well. I suppose that's why I kind of balanced them that way. Because that way you get benefits from either practice.
Yeah.
Poor Kriegers.
What is the, key again for separating the spacing of units, not units, buildings, if you're building them in a row?
Is it Z and X?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I was going to say it used to be. Oh, that reminds me, I need to get rid of that silly distortion sphere from the Endbringer factory.
Also, you need to fix the colors, because I thought that absolutely nothing was going on the top of the map.
Hmm?
You need to fix colors.
Absolutely nothing.
I thought everything was fine, and then I realized that it's just completely destroyed.
Wait, their colors are completely different. Icons is red and common player's green.
No, I know. The person in orange that I can't... Yeah. I thought everything was fine, and he just had a large amount of crushers.
Huh. I must say I do like seeing people do this, though. I've seen a lot of people do this. They're mixing in, like, assimilators and Shadow Furies with their armies. And so, then when they go base raping, it was just... And we have icons down here making sure that this one metal extractor is not ever going to produce anything.
I know.
He'll be damned if that gives you any metal.
I'm fixing it now.
I'm fixing it. So, I need to figure out what to do as far as this map pool thing. Because as many people support...
1v1 maps, that's all.
Well... Yeah, but then people still try to play 3 versus 3 and 4 versus 4 on it.
I saw a 2v2 on Black Star and I just cringed.
Oh, dude. I saw a 5 versus... No, I didn't. I saw a 3 versus 3 on Badlands. Let me explain to you how well that one worked
actually. I played with a similar game like that once.
That one kind of hurt to watch. Not gonna lie. But what I really need to do is make 1 versus 1 servers. You know, where...
Yeah.
But...
Just strict 1 versus 1 servers.
Yeah, but the problem is that basically when you... With SPADs, when you get up to administering... Like, okay, I have 5 right now, right? It is a pain. If I need to change anything, God, it sucks. And, yeah, there's a lot of work involved in it. A lot of the irritating stuff I can handle with find and replace, but... And I see someone decided to bring Inbringers to the party, and just in time, my headphone battery dies. Let's see. Fix that.
Oh, come on, levelers? Not fun at all.
That depends on who's on the receiving end. Oh, the other day, that match I was playing against...
Oh, and an Anarchid. Oh, fantastic. Two units just to kill me.
Yeah, I really need to do something with those tanks. I think I'll probably just make the leveler so it won't shoot buildings at all.
Can you just get rid of them?
But people love building them.
I know.
And they always send them alone without any backup whatsoever.
Unless you have 2 of them.
Yeah, if you have 2 of them, they start getting pretty difficult to deal with. But that main cannon does 600 damage a shot. I mean, jeez.
Yeah, bye-bye, Overseer. I'm dead. It's over for me.
Wow! Did you see all those gibs from that factory? Yeah. And the Anarchid main cannon does 700 damage per second. Yeah. Can someone say, OP?
Wow, they had much more map control just looking at it.
Mm-hmm. Let's... Sweet.
By the way, Forb, I'm gonna have to go here in a second, but we're working on another Node tourney, and we were wondering if you wanted to cast for it.
Sure, I'm not sure I'm the best person for it, but when do you want to do it?
We don't know yet. Probably sometime next month, on a weekend.
Okay, cool, because I need to get more familiar with everything and how it works. So
yeah, especially
means I need to play some Noda.
Yeah, we've changed a lot of stuff.
Sweet. Yeah. Sure. Be happy to. It'd be fun. I like Noda tournaments. Noda's an interesting game to watch.
Yeah, it's actually going to have prize money for once. Dinal, who's one of the developers, is going to be putting in some money.
Sweet.
So.
I'm still not sure I've forgiven them for their little stunt over
Well,
the lobby thing. But no, that's okay. I'm letting bygones be bygones on that. But that was a jerk move.
I've never actually gotten an answer from them about that.
Well, I don't know. See, I suppose the reason why it annoyed me was the fact that I've known Daniel and A18, whatever the rest of his name is. Anyway, I've known those guys forever. I used to talk on Skype with them all the time. But I told them way back when that basically Evo essentially had to kind of part ways with Noda Lobby because I couldn't afford to be involved in that. And I thought everything was, you know, perfectly friendly and everything, but then when they did that lobby thing, I was like, come on, guys.
Well, it's funny every time they talk about anything with Evo, it's always Forgotten Angel.
Yeah. They always came up with funny stuff.